Hey guys, we're going to get right into a crypto scalping strategy that I've been using to gain a lot of confidence in my trading. Has a fairly high success rate, so we're going to get right into that. If you like this sort of content, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe down below with bell notification on so you get to see more of this content popping up on your feed. Let's get right into the video. So this is the Wolfpack indicator on the chart. We have the legend pulled up with all of the symbols to understanding and interpreting the indicator. What I would say here is this is key to understand. Mainly we have the trigger wave detection symbols down here, as well as divergence. We have auto trend lines for our momentum, support, and resistance. These are really fundamental for understanding this indicator. If you want access to the indicator and these charts, you can head over to my website. It's wolfpackprofessional.com. I'll link it down in the description below with a discount code, and you can pick up a month subscription. Feel free to try it out. I'm working towards making it so that if you pay for a month subscription, you want to upgrade to lifetime, you can just pay the difference. So you can pay into month to month and then upgrade at any time with the discount that you've already paid in. So I have a tutorial page. I have resellers, so you can start reselling Wolfpack Pro. Not a lot of people know how incredible this indicator is. If you do, you can get 15% back on every sale you make. So I really encourage you guys to come to my Discord. It's in the description down below, and you can start practicing with this indicator as well. Alright, so here it is on the chart, and first off, what I really encourage people to do is just learn basic technical analysis. So we have this is just the current cycle of Bitcoin, and we can start drawing some trend lines in right here, so we can see there is some really critical bounces here. As you can see, I've done videos on this before. This is an incredible technique to use. We are in a downwards cone in this area to the bottom left, and then on the top right hand side we're in the breakout formation. Typically, you'll see time and time again, we will come down, we will bash against this downwards trendline resistance, and as soon as we cross up, we usually come down just for a retest right here, and this is the key level to long at. This is where all of the smart money usually is coming in at. And you can see on our indicator here we have a trigger wave detected, and it is showing up as a golden cross here. So I'll pull up right here the green diamond and then a golden cross prints right after, and that is a very strong trigger wave. So you can see here we have golden cross, we've successfully retested, and we are on our way all the way up here. And you can see right here we have this is where we're at the peak, and we can see there is a downwards triangle right there on the first candle, and we've detected a bearish trigger wave. That is the red downwards triangle. So you can see that we have detected the bullish and the bearish buy and sell signals just on this formation here. So if you're using technical analysis, you have your eyes on the chart. You can set alerts on the golden crosses, on the downwards triangle, the upwards triangle. You can set alerts for all of these symbols, as well as when the Bollinger Bands switch direction. They really show the momentum change. As you can see here, it was green all the way up, and then red right here. So as soon as we really started dumping, we had like a 4 or 5% dump right here. Then this trade, let's see if we were in on this trade all the way to the top. That was an 8.6% long. You're not always going to get the highest high right here, right? You might have pulled your profit in this area here. This was probably a safe place to take profit. That generally is a really good, safe way to trade, right? If you understand that here we have our downwards cone, we have our golden cross, we have our trigger wave coming up, and if you can see here, if you're in real time, if we zoom in, you can see that the advanced money flow wave, this is this red and green wave that's coming up. This is right here. So the money flow, more of a broad indication of the market trend. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, I thought this was a scalping video. This holding from the perfect bottom, finding the perfect peak, holding it all the way through seems more like a position trader video. Well, here is the secret. In order to be a great scalper, you have to have the correct framing of the market, to know the context that you're in, to be able to identify where the state of the market is. Right here, we're really bad in the red. We know that the market is red. The money flow starts coming up here, so we know the market's starting to turn around. It's important to do this as well as our technical analysis, as we just talked about, to place your scalps more effectively. You're going to be trading in the correct direction more often than not. You're going to be having a lot more generous trades that way. If you're trading in the wrong direction, often the market is very relentless, very unforgiving, as I'm sure you have discovered so far. So by being able to take a step back and identify these key features, you can really increase the profitability and success of your trades. So here as well, right, we're identifying our market. We see here we're making higher lows in price action. The oscillator is identifying our trigger waves here. So we can just draw in our support line, something like this generally. So we know right here that our Wolfpack is telling us right here, this is the bearish area. If you're looking to scalp right here from the top, once we break down through this, right here, as soon as we touch this, you're anticipating a bounce if the acceleration wave starts coming up. And the secret sauce to scalping is, after you frame the market correctly, is just looking at the acceleration wave right here. The acceleration wave is the quickest, most reflexive oscillator on the chart. You can pair this with the bottom bar, and this is a new addition to Wolfpack. It is a volume flow bar. This is really effective. It's almost earlier sometimes than the acceleration wave. Here you can see we're down in the red. It's not the acceleration wave. It actually starts coming up before. So I use these two in confluence with each other for my scalp. So I use the bottom bar. I use the acceleration wave as well. So the volume flow is telling us if the volume is flowing and oscillating inwards or outwards, and the acceleration is showing us where the momentum is shifting. So here we can see that the acceleration wave is down, it's deep dark blue, and here it starts coming up. And if you're good at your technical analysis, you've just drawn in this line here. We have a bounce here, here, and here, and we come down and touch it right here. Well, look, we know this big momentum wave is coming down, this big deep blue wave, the main wave of Wolfpack coming down, and here the acceleration wave starts to curve up, and right here we have our perfect bounce point. So if you understand, right here we touch it once and we're creeping along it, but then we shoot right up. And right here you can see the perfect top would be somewhere in this area right here. You can see that we get a bear flag, which the bear flags are just recognizing bearish patterns here. This is where it is here. So the acceleration wave being very bullish or very bearish. So up here we are getting our bear flags, and right there at that bear flag you can see that the acceleration wave just started to come down right there, and that is our perfect top. There is more confluence here. We can see that there's a pink notification right here, and this is the RSI. So the RSI, this is a very simple way to interpret RSI readings. It alerts you when it's oversold or overbought. So here, if it's pink, it's very overbought. You know that you're definitely near the top of a pump when it's near the top, and you know that you're near the bottom when it's light green, when it's teal. So you can see these on really big dumps. You can see right here there's a teal right here. There you go. So here's the big dump, and right here we turned around right after this. So there's your teal notification, and here's your pink notification right up here. So once we know we're oversold or overbought, we know that the smart traders are taking profit. Right here, a couple candles after this, you can see that the market dumps a little bit. These are the big whales taking their profit, while the less intelligent traders are buying up the market, thinking that we're in a full-on bull market, and then boom, right here you can see this is where all of the smart whales take their profit. They know that we are overbought, and they dump on the market. And right here you can see it happening in real time. If you understood the indicator how to interpret all of these symbols, you would know this is the correct point to exit a trade. That is an excellent way. So if you took your scalp and you entered, you knew that we're bullish, you knew that we're above the breakout zone, and then right here we see that the acceleration wave is coming up, and we look at the volume, and then boom, it goes from red to green right here. That is our entry. Perfect entry, and as soon as the acceleration wave starts coming down right here. Also, you can see the volume actually switched over a little bit earlier there. You can see that dark red right here as well. So that would be our first scalp exit, and here as well. So we'll make this red for our take profit. So again, we know we're above this downwards cone. This is if we have a short bias, if we're in a cone. If we're above the cone right here at this key area here, this is our key pivot point. We start coming up right here. So this is our scalp zone. And we know that once we're oversold, what happens, Wolfpack starts coming down. We see divergence printing right here. This is a price higher high, except the wave has made a lower high. So the price action disagrees. Right here, higher high, and then the oscillator is making a lower high. There you go. So that's pretty basic. The other thing to keep in mind is we have this, the second from the top bar. This is really key to understand as well. It is the trendline break record. So if it's a red square, it's a bearish trendline break. You can see that we have a trend line going all the way from the back here, coming up, and it's drawing from two different points. We have two different angles here, and we have our one pitch breaking right here. So we know that the momentum has really started coming down. This big green wave is coming down. This is another key warning sign here, and as you see down at the bottom of this dump, we have bearish or bullish trendline breaks here as the wave starts to come up, right? If we draw a line from the very top of this peak here all the way down through here, right here is where we break above it, so we have bullish trendline break right there. And again, we can see it if you draw it from this peak right through here. Right here is where we cross above that line. So again, we have another one printing, and this just gives us all of the power to make successful trades. So guys, if you can really take a step back, practice with this indicator. If you've signed up through the website, the link is down below. This is one of the most powerful tools. Come through to the Discord, ask me any questions about this. Again, let's just do one more trade. So up here, we can even go back in time right here. So we're using the bar replay mode feature. We have no idea what's happening. Wolfpack Pro is going to tell us exactly what we're going to do. So it looks like we have a bullish trigger wave. We know that the RSI is near the peak, and we know that if this wave comes up, there's probably, with a lot more experience, we are anticipating divergence. We know that we've broken below our momentum trend line. So we go ahead right here. There's our bearish trigger wave, and we have these green squares, which are bullish continuation patterns for RSI. Right here we have our first bearish pattern. So we can look at the acceleration wave here. It hasn't started coming down yet, so we'll just wait. We see that the volume flow has shifted to red. We'll go forward here. There we have it. Right there is our bear flag. So we could place a short right at this moment right here. That is our short, and we can keep just going forward. We will take profit right when the acceleration wave starts coming up, and that should be right about here, right after this candle here. And as you can see, the acceleration started coming up, and that was the last red candle that we had. So we took our profit right at this candle close, then we had a green candle. That is an excellent way to get in and get out of the market, to understand exactly where to be, to position yourself for opportunities when the opportunities come. If you guys have any other questions, comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next strategy video, guys. Thanks for watching.